Okay, tonight we're going to discuss the situation of the 2021, now 2022 SEA Games and the updates regarding that. So the Hanoi 2021 SEA Games is under question at the moment. After reading an article in today's Tempo regarding the situation of the Games, the Southeast Asian Games Federation has given the host, Vietnam, until October to decide whether or not it will push through its hosting of the 31st SEA Games. So it's effectively got another 10 days to come up with an exact date or decision regarding these games. If the games is to be cancelled, it will be the first time in the SEA Games history since its previous incarnation as the Southeast Asian Peninsula Games that the SEA Games has had to be faced with a dire situation of having to be cancelled if they can't decide on time. So according to the POC president, Bambor Tolentino disclosed the grim scenario on Monday following the Federation's online meeting last Friday. The consensus is for Vietnam to make a decision, otherwise the 31st SEA Games would be cancelled, he said. The Biennial meet was originally scheduled later this year. The Vietnamese organisers postponed it, decided to not push through with it due to rising COVID. However, there was opposition to cancel the games in December from the other Southeast Asian nations, mainly because the other countries have commitments to other international meets, which are going to be, there's going to be a lot of them next year because a lot of meets were already pushed forward to 2022. So the meets that are supposed to be held in 2022, plus the new meets, which were supposed to be held in 2021 that got pushed forward, have now been all clumped together and crowd 2022. So there's a lot of meets in 2022. Looking at the rest of this article, the Federation decided to propose late May 22 schedule was the most convenient and logical for all 11 member countries. Yet Vietnam still needs to finalise this. Tolentino said that leaves Vietnam a very small window to hold the SEA Games. And looking at the calendar and schedule of events for the SEA Games, which I am now going to share with you. Well, yeah, it doesn't seem to be coming up. But anyway, I'll just read out the events. So next year, not including the events that Bambor mentioned, these events will be taking place in the following order. The Asian Indoor Championships in Athletics from February 1 to 3 in Tehran, in Iran. The Winter Olympics in Beijing from February 4 to 20. March 10 to 20, the Asian Martial Art Games in Chonburi, Bangkok. The World Indoor Games in Nanjing, China. I now have these events, and I now have got a summary here for you of those events that will be played next year, which I'll now be sharing. So these are the events for next year: the Asian Indoor Champs, the Winter Olympics, the Asian Martial Arts Games, the World Indoor Champs in Athletics, the World University Games, the World Championships in Athletics, the Commonwealth Games for Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei, and the Asian Games in September. So looking at this map, May is the only real window of opportunity because February and March and June to September are pretty busy months, and May seems pretty free at the moment in terms of hosted meets. So what that means is there's some other meets as well, such as the World Games. I'm not sure if that means the World University Games, but there's also the Asian Youth Games from December 20 to 28 in Xianzhou, China. Tolentino added the schedule for the 31st SEA Games is crucial since Cambodia is deciding to hold the 32nd SEA Games in February 2023. So that means if there are SEA Games in May, so June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, there's only 8 months between the SEA Games in 2022 and 2023. So there will only be 8 months between SEA Games. That's why they can't move past May if they're going to hold the SEA Games, because it's already not enough time between SEA Games. And yeah, Cambodia does need comfortable time to be able to organise. And Cambodia's already gotten everything ready. If Hanoi is cancelled, Tolentino said Vietnam would take its turn in 2027. Yeah, so that's basically all for tonight on the SEA Games updates. Stay tuned in for more updates. Also with our virtual event, which is taking place this weekend, we will have an update on the start lists on the 24th for that. And we will more than likely have updates tomorrow for other news. Thanks and good night.